Hey, shalom to the hopeful elect. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakudash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders at Great Millstone who teach the truth and rule well. This is the brother Yatab Yawa'Allah coming back from the GMS SF Bay Area camp. And I got a quick lesson today. All right, Lord's will is edifying. But just going into the topic of brotherly love. All right. And, you see the spirit going into these affiliate camps. All right, and basically joining the body, and, part of that, part of, at least, part of my testimony I can say is, when you're around brothers, and you have that brotherly love, you have that camaraderie, all right, it teaches you a lot, all right, you learn how to move, when you get into some type of trouble or something, you have brothers there. If you're going off, you have brothers there to help you, correct it. All right, it just keeps everything moving, decently and in order. All right, but again, if you don't have that brotherly love, you don't know how to be around brethren, you could be going off. All right, and you have no one there to say anything. All right, but again, having that brotherly love, that's a beautiful thing, being in this truth. All right, and it's part of the truth. All right, so this is let me start with this. Is Hebrews 10. And I'll start verse 23. It says, "Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised." Yeah, and we're almost out of here. All right, we're seeing these prophecies pop off like popcorn. We're at the very end of this thing, and we want to do all that we can, to help us in this fight. And one of the greatest, all right, assets, and one of the greatest, tools, if you will, or weapons in our arsenal, all right, is the brotherhood. Okay, verse 24, "And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works." Yeah, let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. And a lot of that provoking, all right, that love comes from actually being around brothers, and not just online. All right, actually being in the flesh. All right, knowing how to break bread with brothers, knowing how to just feed off brothers, and and just what do they call that, how to get attached, all right, for lack of a better word. All right, it says, "Let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, not," and this is the point, "not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching." All right, yeah, we don't want to forsake the assembling of ourselves. All right, we want to come together. And again, it says what? "And as so much more as you see the day approaching." So we see the end is near. All right, we see that shit can pop off at any second. All right, you have a false flag. All right, you have some type of lockdown, medical lockdown, war. All right, financial, anything could pop off. So understanding that, what do you want to do? You want to be around brethren. All right, there's a lot of conversations, and I remember, the brothers always bring this out. When we're together, when it's not on film or anything like that, there's a lot of spiritual conversations that you learn. You learn a lot. All right, maybe you didn't see something, and now brother broke it down, and you see it clearly. All right, which you might not have got that off a lesson. All right, you could watch a million lessons, but you don't get the true bonding you would as in the flesh. Okay. It says, again, verse 25, "Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is." Yeah, and then there's people who forsake the assembling of the body. All right, not only that, there's people who abuse the body. All right, we have examples of that. All right, men who straight up abuse bros. All right, extort them out of money, grifting. All right, just straight assholes. Okay, so that's not what we want to be. We want to, learn how to be around brethren. And again, understanding that the Lord is building the government, all right, the governing body of Yasharallah, which is, starting with Yahweh Shai and the elect. And we hope to be of that number. Well, it starts here. All right. It starts on this side. All right. Lord's will, we're of that number. But now, what, we're learning to get in order. We're learning how to move as a unit. Okay. As the body. All right. As the church. Okay. So how is it that you want to be a part of the body, but then, you want to stay away, or you want to be by yourself? You want to be a lone wolf. All right. You might have to travel an hour or two, but that's okay. All right. Hey, just to be around the brethren, it's a beautiful thing. Okay. And again, that's part of the truth. Part of being in this truth is the brotherhood. All right. We're not out here being by ourselves. All right. We have brethren. We have, the order. We have, the body. And being part of that, what do we want to do? We want to work together. All right. We want to keep everything moving decently and in order. All right. And again, it's a beautiful thing when, you have brethren, you have that tool, all right, so to speak, that armor. Okay, so when if you do fall, all right, what do you have? You have a brother to pick you up, all right. Which I'm gonna grab that real quick in Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 9. It says, 2 are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. All right. And again, we fall a lot. All right. If you're honest with yourself, scripture says a just man falleth 7 times. But you know what? Sometimes, we don't even see things, all right, that other brothers can see, other elders can see. All right. Now, if you're out there, there's only so much you can tell from doing videos. All right. And you might text a brother, phone call every now and again. But then actually being with brethren in the flesh, seeing, brothers' spirits, getting to know one another. All right. And then if, there is something that's you're going off and you're following, a true brother who is showing that true love, all right, he's gonna what? He's gonna rebuke that, or he's gonna help you. All right. You might not know all the herbs, and a brother say, hey, hit this. All right. You might need help in a job situation, and a brother has been there. All right. He can give you some advice. But again, there's only so much you can do over the internet or over the phone. All right. It's a total different spirit of actually being in the flesh with each other. All right. Matthew, and again, what happens when there's more gathered? Matthew 18 and 20. It's a lot. It says, Matthew 18 and 20, it says, for where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them. All right. And who is this? This is Yahushua speaking. So when 2 or 3 are gathered together, all right, there is Yahushua in the midst. And again, like I said before, all right, there's a lot of spiritual conversation that happens when Jake is together, when bros are together, and again, it might not necessarily happen on online. All right, it just might be in the spirit, Jake might be going out to eat, going out to a restaurant, or just, watching a movie together. All right. Just being, going on a hike, working out. There's a lot of spiritual conversation that happens. All right. There's a lot of game that can be soaked up, so to speak, when you're with each other. All right. And why? Because Yahushua is there. Again, Matthew 18 and 20, for where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them. All right. So, you want to be a part of Yahushua. All right. You want to be a part of that, being a soldier, being a servant. All right. But then you don't want to be around his other servants. That's kind of off. Okay. We're in this together. All right. Hey, the brotherhood is all we got. All right. Really, understanding how wicked this world is and how bugged out everybody is. But then you have minded individuals, who can come together and vent. All right. I was talking to a brother the other day, you get a real, what is that called? A spiritual charge. All right. When you're together. All right. That helps you throughout the week. And you might not necessarily get that spiritual charge by yourself, and of course, there's certain brothers who just, they're far out. They might be in the boonies. All right. But you know what? Best believe they're praying and they would, if they could, they'd be with brethren. All right. This is Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 1. And it says, it's like Hebrews 13 and 1. Yep. It says, let brotherly love continue. All right. So, what is the greatest commandment? Let me jump over there real quick. But it says, let brotherly love continue. All right. That brotherly love. But Hebrews 22, and again, that's the second greatest commandment. Hebrews 22 and yeah, let me start at verse 35. It says, then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, asking Yahushua, tempting him and saying, Master, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Yahushua said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. Okay, verse 39, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. All right, so the second greatest commandment, all right, is that brotherly love. To love thy neighbor. And the neighbor is your brother. All right, those who are in the fight, those who are in the battle, who believe, all right, who are pushing this word, okay, who are like-minded just like you. But that's the second greatest commandment, is to love thy neighbor as thyself. All right, and a great, probably the biggest portion of showing that love comes through actually being with brethren, being around brethren, breaking bread with brethren. All right, not just over the internet, not over a social media comment board. All right, how can you say you have brotherly love but you just on a social media comment board? All right, which again, don't get me wrong, when you push the truth and you push the lessons, and you might comment to a brother, hey, that's beautiful. All right, but that's a small portion when it comes to actually being with brethren in the flesh. All right, because on the flip side, all right, which we have examples of this, and when you don't want to be around brethren, you kind of toting the line a little bit. All right, 1 John 4 and 20. What does it say? If you don't love your brother, you hating him. It says, if verse 20, 1 John 4 and 20, if a man say, I love the Most High, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. All right. Yes. So you can't even say you love the Most High and hate your brother. They're in tandem. The first two greatest commandments are in tandem. It says, he is a liar, for he that loveth not his brother, whom he has seen. All right. You seen your bro in the flesh. How can he love the Most High, whom he hath not seen? All right. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth the Most High love his brother also. All right. So they're together. All right. You can't have one without the other. All right. If you love the Most High, you're going to love the brotherhood. You're going to want to be around the brotherhood. All right. And of course, Satan's going to be there. All right. He's going to try and, put thoughts into your mind. He's going to try and make you forsake it. Oh, it's too far of a travel. Brothers are looking at me weird. Then what do you have to do? You have to resist the devil, and then he shall flee. You got to combat that spirit. All right. You have to combat that evil spirit through what? The Holy Spirit. All right. Through knowledge and wisdom. Okay. Because if it's something telling you that you shouldn't be around bros, all right, that's Satan. Okay. Because again, the brotherhood is all we have. All right. Now let me go over here, because we need all the help we can get. All right. 1 Peter 4 and verse 8. And it says what? It says, let me start at verse 7. It says, but the end of all things is at hand. Again, we're coming to the end of this thing. Be therefore sober and watch unto prayer. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves. And brothers have gone into this before. When you get into that word charity, it's agape, all right, which means what? Affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love. The second definition is love feast, all right? So when you actually break bread with brethren, that's charity. When you're with brethren, that's charity, all right? And that's above all. It says above all things have fervent charity, okay? Fervent, on fire. Charity among yourselves, that brotherly love, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. All right. And again, we need all the help we can get. All right. If charity can cover a multitude of sins, why not do it? All right. All right. Hey, we have done things worthy of death. All right. Now, if we're of the elect, we're of the elect. Lord's will, we're of that number. But again, if we can do everything that can help, why wouldn't you? All right. And things that can help. all right, spiritual fruits, okay, so to speak, is what? Charity, all right? Charity covereth a multitude of sins, all right? And I'll end off on this. This is Matthew 25. So again, the Spirit's going out, to the affiliate camps, those who at one point, couldn't be in GMS because the order went out, no new members. All right, but now, now the Lord is showing that hand, okay? And it's literally just a test because, some brothers, they might, I've been in this thing for years and I got this many, they don't want to get into order, but it's a test of humility, charity, okay? Your character, all right? But again, foregoing all that, what is the most important thing? That brotherly love, all right? That brotherly love, to be around actual brothers and like-minded individuals and to get in order, all right, is a beautiful thing, all right? But Matthew 25, and it says, let me just start at 31. It says the judgment. It says, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats, and he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come ye, blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Okay? And this is getting ready to happen. It says, for I was, and this is red letter again. It says, for I was an hungered, and you gave me meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. Naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me. All right? Showing you there's a different spirit when you come being in person. It says, then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee a hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as you have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, you have done it unto me. All right? So that's the point. You being in the flesh, you showing that brotherly love. It's the same as if you're showing that brotherly love to Yahushua himself. All right? And this is what this truth is about. All right? Again, the first two greatest commandments. Love the Most High with all thy heart, thy mind, thy soul. All right? And the second is like unto it, love thy neighbor as thyself. All right? And part of loving your brother is actually being around your brother. All right? Being around them, showing them that charity, breaking bread. All right? Energizing each other. Scriptures say iron sharpeneth iron. All right? Learning different things. Okay? It's a beautiful part of this truth. All right? So again, just a quick lesson. Lord's will is edifying. Once again, I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakodash, double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and above.